Hey guys, this is Mahi and in this video I am going to be teaching you how to make a realistic eye using graphite and charcoal pencils. So let's start. First let's make the basic structure of the eye. I'm using a grid here to make the basic shape of the eye and then I will move on with the curves. Try making the shape of the eye as realistic as possible and use light lines so as to not leave marks in the paper which often cause trouble later while shading. Now we are done with the basic structure of the eye, so let's begin with the shading. Okay, so now I am giving the base shades to the eye just for a rough idea of where we will be having the dark shades and the light shades. I am using a woodless graphite 2B pencil to give these base shades. When I will proceed to the darker shades, I will be using a charcoal pencil. I recommend not to use a graphite and a charcoal pencil on one another, as a graphite pencil will not work properly on a charcoal and neither will a charcoal pencil work properly on a graphite. When using a charcoal pencil, erase the graphite and then proceed with the charcoal to avoid the rough textures. Here I am using a blending stump. It is used to blend the various tones to bring out a more gradual shade, and it helps reduce the prominent strokes and lines. In a drawing, the shades should be blended well and the unnecessary strokes should not be visible. In the eye, spaces are left for the bright highlights to come later. Pupil will be a dark circle right at the center of the eye. This is what is called a kneadable eraser. It is like clay and can be molded into any shape. It lightens the shade by absorbing some of the pencil powder from the paper. Now I am going to start with the dark and the black shades of the eye. For the deep black, I am using a charcoal pencil. Charcoal pencils come in three variants: hard, medium or sometimes known as neutral, and soft, with soft being the darkest and hard being the lightest. Right now I'm utilizing the soft charcoal pencil along with charcoal sticks, which also come in the soft, medium and hard variants. Like the charcoal sticks, even graphite sticks are available, but I prefer using charcoal more than graphite. These sticks are used when you need to apply a particular shade on a larger area. Starting with the eyeball. The eyeball is a very important part of the drawing of an eye. The more the details in the eyeball, the more realistic and beautiful the eye is going to look. The rest of the eye is basically skin with folds. The eyeball is what enhances the eye and helps it stand out. Here I'm using hard and medium charcoal pencils for the fine lines in the eye. The hard and medium pencils help get a light shade. Use a sharp pencil to get the finer lines which help increase the detailing in the eye. The eyelashes will be done when we have finally completed the shading of the parts which might come beneath it. One important thing to remember is you should lighten the shade and add a highlight to the part opposite to the main highlight in the eyeball. But that highlight should not be as bright as the main highlight. Now we are going to add textures to the skin. If we look closely, our skin is heavily textured and there are pores in some places. Here also, the more detailed your skin is, the more realistic your eye is going to look. This part is time consuming, so do not rush through it and take your time into it. Along with the textures, add the final dark shades to the eye, which will give you an idea of how your eye is turning out to be, and it will help you balance the shades. In this last part of the video, I will be doing the eyelashes, after which I will be adding the essential details, and towards the very end of the video, I will be adding the highlights to the eye. Adding reflections to the highlight gives a more lifelike feel to the eye. About highlights. Highlights are the essential part of not only this drawing but most of the drawings. They bring out the shine in the eye. Now for highlights, you can leave the white spaces or you can even use a white gel pen. The white gel pen should be used in places where we need highlights which are very bright or in places where the highlights are in contrast with the dark background. And with this, we are done with our eye. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching the video.